Getting over Interstate 5 through Seattle's Georgetown neighborhood usually means slogging through congestion.
Not too bad for the middle of the day.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look at this.
I know, it's always like this.
Driver Greg Canote says he rarely has a problem taking his time behind the wheel, but not so much for everyone else.
Oh, in my neighborhood, everybody drives the speed limit.
What about over here?
I don't know, it depends on where you are.
Lowering the speed limit to 25 miles per hour on most of Seattle's streets is part of Seattle Department of Transportation's effort to achieve Vision Zero, that goal to end traffic deaths and serious injuries on city streets by the year 2030. Well, SDOT says 5 out of 10 people survive being struck by cars going 30 miles an hour. 9 out of those 10 would survive if drivers were only going 20.
Even though there's been fewer cars on the road, those cars have been able to travel faster. And so what that looks like is the number of fender benders is going down, but the number of serious injuries and deaths is not.
In late March, a bicyclist was killed after being hit by a semi-truck in Georgetown. And it's not the first fatality on Seattle streets this year.
To be blunt, some of the data is showing us that things are not trending in the right direction.
SDOT recently completed work to improve safety along Rainier Avenue South, including designs to slow drivers down, plus giving pedestrians crossing the street a head start on a green light. And in the Georgetown neighborhood, SDOT is also installing speed bumps like these on side streets as commuters search for alternates around the West Seattle Bridge closure. Here you can see Seattle Municipal Court data showing citations issued by SPD are down significantly this year and last, but that's likely due to the pandemic's altering traffic patterns. And while reducing speeds and changing signs can make a difference reducing collisions, SDOT says it's drivers who have to remain vigilant behind the wheel.
It's really easy to creep up on the residential streets, 35, 40.
It gets away from you, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely, absolutely.
So here in Georgetown, SDOT says they put into place hundreds of revisions and slight little tweaks to make sure that they try and reduce the number of injury collisions or even fatal accidents. But I tell you what, it's likely those efforts will continue as these traffic patterns evolve because we're still kind of exiting this pandemic, and those things could likely change as traffic patterns return to normal. In Seattle, Steve Kiggins, Q13 News.